I say we, I have just finished watching TJ Dillashaw defeat Cory Sandhagen by a split decision. And wow, what a fight. I very much enjoyed that one. It wasn't your conventional, just standing and trading fight, like great fight like that, or great on the ground or whatever. It was just a roller coaster. The momentum just kept on switching between them. And I'm very happy. That was a very, very fun fight to watch. Obviously, in terms of the decision, that's what people are going to talk about because people love to complain for some reason. It was a really close fight. Obviously, I personally, I can't watch and enjoy a fight whilst trying to score it at the same time. I feel like I have to, the two separate parts for me. So I was just sitting there enjoying it, but it was a close fight. It's a close fight when you won. That's what the judge says, and that's what it was. But yeah, let's go. My kind of breakdown and my take on it because I just want to talk about it now. Before, I did have the prediction that Sandhagen would walk through TJ. That was my honest prediction. I thought, TJ's had a lot of time out. Obviously, he did knowingly and willingly cheat, so it wasn't like I was going to root for him. So I thought all that time off, getting a lot older. Well, I say a lot older. He's like 35 or something, but he's older than he was. So it's like, can he still do it? I don't know. But Sandhagen is the now, and that's the standard of the bantamweight division. I feel like him and Yan are the standard of that division now. In my eyes, could TJ do it? I didn't think so, and he is. He still is that standard. My goodness. So it started round one. It was Sandhagen pretty much willingly land whenever he wanted to, and TJ had to. Well, he didn't have to, but it felt like the only success he was getting was from his wrestling getting clinched against the fence, which I thought kind of, I don't know how to say it, but it kind of he had the moments, but it wasn't the momentum. Like, I was contradicting myself a little bit. He clearly won the first round, but it felt like Sandhagen could do a lot more. And then was that the first round? Okay, I'm mixing it up already, even though it was 20 minutes ago. Sandhagen. Oh, I think it was the first round. That was sick. I thought he knocked out TJ. Was boom, 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 flying knees him. I thought TJ. Well, I thought he was definitely hurt, and then he was stuck in that. I think what they call it, reverse triangle there. I thought that was done. And then TJ was grabbing at his shorts. I thought that was him tapping. I'm like, holy, he's gone from knockout of the year contender to submission of the year contender. But no, he was just trying to fight it and then got out. But yeah, at the end of round one, that's where the momentum, boom, went up for Sandhagen. I thought it was all over. When TJ got stuck in that leg lock, just went, screw that, and just started hitting. And then walking very gingerly back to the corner. I'm like, oh no, what's happened? And then he says, knee popped. I'm like, oh, there we go. That's the end of the fight. GG. Like, even if he comes out, it's going to be done. And that's what it kind of looked like, because it was straight away in to start the round. He had his purely fought southpaw for the majority of the fight, and was just pushing a lot more forwards and using his head movement to not get hit rather than his footwork. So I thought, like, that knee's not good, not in a good place. And then the momentum shifted even more for Cory. blitzed him, absolutely pieced him up. Boom, 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 dropped him, bounces straight back up. Boom, opens that cut. Holy, that was a mad cut as well. From the second round, TJ had blood pouring straight into his eye, and he went to the end. Went to the decision. He's a fucking dog. TJ, like, person, whatever he is aside, he's such a fun fighter to watch. He's such a great fighter. He's a fucking dog. He's a fucking dog. From the second round, which was completely Cory, it was Cory the entire round, piecing TJ up. He had a popped knee. He had a cut open from there with blood pouring into his eye, and he'd been dropped. And I think that was the round as well. He got hit with another flying knee. It's like, how are you going to recover? How are you actually going to recover from this? I thought he was done. And he's just having a chat with his corner. I'm like, oh yeah, getting a bit lazy. Yeah, I'm getting a bit lazy. How's it? It's all right. It's like, what? And they're like, yeah, this is back in the garage. I think it was garage, I said. Back in the garage, working hard. And I think that's switched him. What's the saying? Turned on a switch for him? I don't know. He got into the zone and he was back at it. And yeah, from there he did a lot better in third round. Or was it the fourth? I think it was the third round. That's the one where he found the success going for Cory's left leg. And that would be my only comment of like, why? Because for Sandhagen, he is really good at switching stances and mixing it up. And TJ was pretty much currently fighting southpaw, so southpaw to southpaw is it's a bit easier than having the open stance, I find personally. But he must have seen something, because he barely checked any of them. If any of them, I don't think he was getting hit a lot. Side note, I'm cringe every single leg kick now because of all the leg breaks. So it was really scary. TJ was going boom, with, I know it was the other leg, but with a popped knee. Full pelting leg kicks. I'm like, please don't check Cory. But yeah. Where was I? Yeah, so Cory was just getting mauled by leg kicks. No, that's not the way to use maul, but I'm using that. And I thought his leg was completely done because he wasn't bouncing around as much. He was standing still. I don't know why I didn't change legs. Must have been something he saw, or yeah, I'm not sure of that. I'm forgetting all the rounds already by now. There was one point, I think it was like the opening of round 3 or round 4 or something, when Cory went in, did like a shot, turned his back in range, and just started walking away. I'm like, what are you doing? And then Tito's like, okay then, and just started and smacked him so many times. I'm like, that was another moment where I'm like, what the hell is happening? Cory's just turning his back in range from TJ. It was really that disrespectful, but yeah, didn't get finished then. And then yeah, so then the momentum, back to my main point of it, the momentum was shifting back to Dillashaw. Especially those leg kicks, that was when it went like that. Round 4 was another close round. I felt like it was kind of 50-50. And then to end the 4th round, Cory, boom, spinning back fist / forearm, because I think it landed with the forearm, and stunned TJ to end round 4. So momentum had started out, in my eyes, a little bit towards Cory. Then it went even more to Cory, all the way up to I thought it was just about to be finished. And then TJ started climbing his way back. And then I thought, oh, Cory's leg is done. Then it came back to about 50-50, and then it was a little bit back up to Cory because he stunned TJ. He stunned him. He hit, his legs went a little bit and kept on going forward. So I was like, oh my God, round 5 is going to be good. And I thought it was going to be a finish, and it was so close. Like, how? Usually fights, you can see comebacks of momentum looks like it's going there, and then suddenly they do something and it's back up there. When does a fight go momentum? When does that happen? It's madness. But yeah, so guess Daddy's home, and TJ should definitely fight for the belt next. Or I should preface this. Hint for my prediction. Whenever that fight happens, he'll be fighting Petr Yan next for the belt. Yeah. But yeah, Daddy's home, bitch.